Alright, my name is Jack Cooper, and this is a video critique of the visual imagery in Pokemon White. Or actually, I believe this is actually Pokemon Black. For every Pokemon game that's released on the regular platform, which is the Nintendo DS, they release two almost identical games. They do that knowing people like me will buy both, but onto the visual imagery within the game. This is the final scene in the game where Lord N, the guy with the green hair who's talking, is basically telling you that he's going to win. Now, this is an interesting part because they split the screen for us so that we can see, because the DS actually has two screens. So when they're pictures or videos like this, they try to use both, and obviously, since they're placed side by side, you can see that it's imperfect. Usually when it's not scenes with video or animation, when you're actually playing the game, basically, you have one screen that's used for function and one screen that's used for visual. Now let's pause for a second. I'd like to talk about the lighting within this game. Now, this creature or Pokemon that you see on the screen is the white Pokemon, and there's a lot of symbolism within this game as far as white and black and good and evil. This Pokemon is coming to save the day, to save your life, and I don't think the fact that it is in fact the whitest Pokemon that has ever existed should be overlooked. Because archetypically, symbolically, white is seen as good, while black is seen as evil. See towards the end of this clip that N, your nemesis, the evil one within the game, has the blackest Pokemon that has ever existed, which he's actually summoning with that dark stone right now. Now let's go back to a clear shot of Reshiram, the white Pokemon. Despite the fact that this Pokemon is supposed to be entirely white, the shading lets us know that there is depth within the picture. If Reshiram were in fact completely white or depicted as completely white, it would seem two-dimensional without the shading. With the shading included as it is, however, it looks as if the light, or the imaginary light, is bouncing off the part of Reshiram which is in the forefront the most, its chest. From there are rings of shading working out from that point on its chest to show that those parts are further and further away from the light source. Not only does the lighting within this game give the game a certain depth and a certain amount of symbolism, but it also gives the game a certain mood at certain times. As this is the end of the game, I would classify the mood as nothing else than epic, climactic, and the lighting certainly lends to this. Everything within the game builds upon and works up to this point. So when this is happening, this, to the Pokemon fan, is the most pivotal point in the game. And though I obviously can't show every part of the game up to this point, I can definitely tell you from playing through both Pokemon Black and Pokemon White that this is easily the most dynamic use of light throughout the entire game. And this is obviously because it is the climax and they're trying to set the mood through the light. I mean, just watching it, it's obvious that you can see the mind of the game developer working, trying to foresee what mood it can create for its intended audience. I mean, obviously kids playing this game are going to love this part of the game, and I can speak from experience. Even though I'm 20, me and everyone I know who's played this game absolutely loves it and loves this part. And I think a lot of it is because of the way that they depict the characters through the lighting. In other words, these characters would not be who they are if the lighting were not included. They simply couldn't exist and still be the characters that they are in their current visual forms. You've been listening to Jack Cooper with an audio commentary of Pokemon Black and White. Thank you. Good night.